প্রকাশিত হলো নতুন সিলেবাসের টার্গেট ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল প্রাইমারি টেট পারুল প্রকাশনী। সর্বাধিক কমনের রেকর্ড পারুল প্রকাশনী ও ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল হেডমাস্টার্স অ্যাসোসিয়েশনের যৌথ উদ্যোগে প্রকাশিত হলো মাধ্যমিক ও উচ্চ মাধ্যমিক টেস্ট পেপার্স 2021।
On January 16, 1938, I was born to a very poor family in a village named Khoripaya, to a goldsmith family, where the only earning member was my father, and he had to labor a lot to maintain his family. After completing primary education at my village, I am surprised to think that my father, with his dire financial stringent condition, how he thought about putting me into a school about 15 miles away from my home, where he will have to pay the boarding charges, 50% of it, though there was tuition fee waiver for me. However, it happened, and it happened because my father thought that he will not bring any of his children into our family business of preparing gold and silver ornaments. That's why he said that he will never bring his offsprings into this business. I was all throughout people say that I was a good student. I never stood second even in any of my school exams, and the teachers in the Ektal DMME school, where I also received Middle English scholarship, Mr. Phoni Bhushan Giri and Mr. Chaturbhuj Das negotiated with Chandri Chandrasekhar High School and put me into the high school to continue my studies. When I was in class 10, my father breathed his last, and the family was put to a very difficult position. I had 3 brothers and a sister, my grandmother and my mother. So how to maintain all of them? Being the eldest son, I had to bear the responsibility. My father expired when I was reading in class 10, and the family was in great distress. We had 3 brothers and a sister. We had our grandmother and my mother. So you can imagine about the distress to which the family was put when my father expired. My grandmother, my mother and my middle brother did whatever possible to maintain the family. But one incident in that year I like to tell everybody is this, that at the end of the test examination, the school asked me to bring rupees 20 to pay the school final examination fee, for which I reached home and tried to sell 3 decimal of land that we had at a cost of rupees 88. But this sale could not be done because of we being minors. So at the suggestion of the elders in the village, I had to beg from door to door, from rural hearts, from family to family, from village to village, from person to person. But roaming about, say, 15 days or so, I could not collect rupees 20 and thought that I would not have the possibility of sitting in the school final exam. Just before the close of the last day, the peon of the school came to my house with a small letter that the school has decided to pay my fees. I can tell you that this is possibly one of the memorable days of my life, that I suddenly jumped to senses that at least I would be able to appear in the school final examination. I set out for the school, appeared in the examination and did well, more or less, with letters and so on. And since there was scarcity of good results in the rural schools at that time, I earned a very good name. But I, after examination, was putting up with someone, either in a teacher's house or with some friends, so that I could maintain myself. It is no good coming back to my house. So my friend, elder brother, was doing some business of selling inner wears, etc., and I joined him. So that gentleman took me to Srutinath Chakraborty to get admitted into the Tamralipta Mahavidyalaya with free studentship, and I completed ISC standing second in chemistry. And this result brought me to Presidency College. High Court Judge Sochindra Kumar Bhattacharya brought me to Professor Pulin Bihari Sarkar, who somehow told Dr. Rokshit to get me admitted into the Presidency College. I completed BSc Honours from the Presidency College with star marks and got myself admitted into Science College in the Department of Applied Chemistry, where I pursued BTech and MTech in Chemical Engineering and Chemical Technology. I must mention the name of Dr. Pratul Chandra Rokshit, the head of the Department of Presidency College, Dr. Sudhir Chandra Som, also a faculty member of chemistry in Presidency College, and also Dr. Biresh Kuho, head of the Department of Applied Chemistry at that time. I stood second in BTech and stood first among advanced chemical engineering students in MTech. I took up, refusing a lecturership of Presidency College, I took up research under Professor N.K. Bose. I must mention at this point that whatever I have learned, whatever I have done, whatever little I have been able to grasp is due to my contact with Professor Niraj Kumar Bosu. He was not only a teacher, he was really a friend, philosopher and guide to me and also to all his students. Then I should start from my position of being faculty in the University of Calcutta, Department of Applied Chemistry in 1970. And then during 70s, I tried to, along with some of my colleagues, to revise thoroughly the curriculum and syllabi of the BTech course in Applied Chemistry. Ultimately, we could be able to revise it to an extent that the degree was changed from Applied Chemistry to Chemical Engineering and Chemical Technology. In 1980, when also I was promoted to reader in the department, the Applied Chemistry department was trifurcated to Department of Chemical Engineering, Department of Chemical Technology and Department of Plastics and Rubber Technology, and I think I had a big role to play in such revision and trifurcation of the department. In 1987, I was promoted to professor in the Department of Chemical Engineering, and in the first part of 90s, I was appointed head of the Department of Chemical Engineering for 2 years. So as time goes by, I thought that I have not much to contribute to the department as such. At that point of time, an incident happened that Mr. Lakhon Seth wanted to meet me. In fact, we met one day, and he was impressing upon me that the government may go for establishing an engineering college under private initiative at Haldia. He discussed thoroughly about what is the procedure of setting up of an engineering college, this, that, etc. Now, my association with Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers and also with Dr. S.K. Khanna, the chairman of All India Council for Technical Education at that time, I had some idea of how to set up an engineering college. And Mr. Lakhon Seth, being very much impressed, requested me to be advisor of the proposed engineering college at Haldia, and later on they made me honorary director. So in 1995, all procedures for setting up a private engineering college went on, and at the final inspection of AICT, the chairman requested me to take charge of the, in fact, he said otherwise, that if I take charge of the proposed engineering college, they will give approval. So it so happened at that point of time that if I don't go, then this college will not come. So I was in a crossroad. I had to take a decision, and I decided to go for a shift from Science College to Haldia to set up the first private engineering college, namely Haldia Institute of Technology. In 1996, Haldia Institute of Technology was set up, and I was founder director for 3 years. Later on, I was founder director of BP Poddar Institute of Management and Technology in 1999. One of my at that point of time, I left BP Poddar Institute of Management and Technology, was free at my home, and I thought that whatever I had to do, I have already done. One of my friends at Calcutta University, Mr. Piyush Guha, once took me to Mr. Hari Krishna Chaudhary. I must tell you that this is a momentous day in my life to meet a person of such magnanimity and such stature as Hari Krishna Chaudhary. The meeting was very much cordial. In fact, he liked to tell me that a number of industrialists in Kolkata like to set up 3 academic institutions in Kolkata, namely a good school, a good engineering college, and a medical college. And the trust body decided that I should take charge of the engineering college. Initially, I was very much hesitant, and then we decided that at least for 6 months, they'll see how I function, and I would also see that how they are going to repose faith in me in bringing this college. So with that, I joined the new trust, Kalyan Bharati Trust, as the director of the proposed Heritage Institute of Technology on February 1st, 2001. In mind, I do not retire. I have always the same space for the heritage group of institutions as I have at the present moment. And I hope and expect that heritage will also not forget me. You see, I have decided that after my retirement from heritage, I would try to help or be associated or even directly participate in all activities in connection with making the Mother Earth a better place to live in. For example, in reducing pollution, in reducing use of plastics, in creating awareness for better living, in creating awareness for the survival of flora and fauna. Frankly speaking, I have never been a very good family man. I have not been able to give as much time as possible for my family. Say, while working as Honorary Secretary of the Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers, I endangered my life for 8 times by unearthing a scam. Say, I normally come out of my family at about 9 a.m. and return to my house by 9 or 10 p.m. So I'm never in that sense a family man. But now I have 2 grandchildren, and therefore I have a mind that I shall try to help them as a grandfather, try to do some duty for them. As such I do not have, but I shall have to make.
আমার দাদার সম্বন্ধে বলতে গেলে প্রথমে সেই কথাটাই মনে আছে, যখন অতি অল্প বয়সে বাবাকে হারাই, তখন দাদা আমাদের ছোট্ট মাটির বাড়ি ছিল, সামনে এসে বলতো যে তুই 1 বছর কাজ করবি, আমি পড়াশোনা করব, আবার আমি পড়াশোনা করব, তুই 1 বছর কাজ করবি। এইভাবে দাদা শুরু করেছিল। তার পরবর্তীকালে দাদা স্কুল থেকে অনেক সাহায্য নিয়ে পড়তে এলো তমলুকে। তখন আমি বেকার হয়ে 3 বছর ধরে লোকের বাসন মাজা, ঘর মোছা, গরু চড়ানো, ঘাস কাটা এইসব করেছি। সেই সময় এক সহৃদয় ব্যক্তি বলে যে তোমার ভাই এরকম করছে, তাহলে তাকে নিয়ে এসো। নিয়ে এসে একজন বাড়িতে ছিলাম, সেখান থেকে আমি এমএ স্কলারশিপ পাই। তারপর থেকে খুব বড় স্কুলে ওরা ডেকে নিয়ে যায় ভর্তি হয়ে। তারপর থেকে সংগ্রাম শুরু হলো। দাদা তার জীবনে অনেক কিছু ডেডিকেট করেছে, যেমন বাইরে চান্স পেয়েছিল যায়নি, যেমন বিভিন্ন জায়গায় চাকরি পেয়েছিল, সেখানে গেলে বাড়ি আসা বা টাকা পয়সা দেওয়া অসুবিধে, সেই সমস্ত ত্যাগ করে শুধু তার 2 ভাই 1 বোন, মা ঠাকুমা এর জন্য নিজেকে সমস্তভাবে সারেন্ডার করেছে। দাদা, পিতা, মাতা, ভাই, বন্ধু সব কিছুই আমার। এর অনেকের দাদা আছে, আমি দেখেছি অনেকে, তারা অনেকে খেটে খুঁটে করছে, কিন্তু আমার দাদা সবাইকে নিয়ে চলেছে। আমার দাদার যে অবদান, সেই অবদান অতুলনীয়, অবর্ণনীয়।
মানে আমি সত্যি খুব সৌভাগ্যবান, আমি গর্বিত এরকম একজন বাবাকে পেয়েছি। মানে এটা বিভিন্ন ক্ষেত্রে, মানে ছোটবেলা থেকে বাবা হিসেবে বা ধরুন মানে বন্ধু হিসেবে, শিক্ষক হিসেবে, মানে একজন লোককে তো বিভিন্নভাবে পাওয়া যায়। তো প্রত্যেকটি ক্ষেত্রে কখনো কোনো অ্যাডভাইসের দরকার হতে পারে, কখনো কোনো যে কোনো প্রয়োজনে যখন যেরকমভাবে প্রয়োজন, প্রবাবলি দ্য অ্যাপ্রোপ্রিয়েট সাজেশন, ডিসিশন সব কিছু আমি কিন্তু বাবার কাছ থেকে পেয়েছি। এবং ইনস্ট্যান্ট হয়তো সঙ্গে সঙ্গে বুঝতে পারিনি বা করতে পারিনি, অতটা আমার বোঝার ক্ষমতা ছিল না, কিন্তু তারপরে আমি বুঝতে পেরেছি দ্যাট প্রবাবলি দ্য অ্যাপ্ট অ্যাডভাইস, দ্য অ্যাপ্রোপ্রিয়েট ডিসিশন। মানে ওর থেকে ভালো কিছু হয়তো আমার জন্য হতে পারতো না। তো ছায়া হিসাবে যদি বলেন, এই বটগাছের তলায় খুব শান্তির ছায়া, খুব স্বস্তির, খুব নিরাপদের ছায়া। সাইমালটেনিয়াসলি কখনো রোদ্দুর, যদি খুব কড়া রোদ্দুরে যেমন ছায়া পেয়েছি, সেরকম কড়া রোদ্দুরে যদি আমি কখনো ডাল ভাঙার চেষ্টা করেছি, তাহলে তার শাস্তিও আমি পেয়েছি। এই ছায়া হিসেবে যদি বলেন, আমি মনে করি এটা চ্যালেঞ্জ হিসেবে যেরকম ঠিক কথা, তেমনি আশীর্বাদ হিসেবে অনেক বড় ব্যাপারটা আমার কাছে। আমি একটা জিনিস আমার বাবার মধ্যে দেখেছি, যে কোনোদিনই আমার বাবাকে বসে থাকতে দেখিনি বা কোনো কাজ থেকে দূরে থাকতে দেখিনি। সুতরাং এক একটা লাইফের ফেজ আছে, এইগুলো এক একটা ফেজ, এটা একটা পার্ট, সেটা শেষ হয়েছে, নেক্সট পার্টটা শুরু হতে চলেছে। সুতরাং এখানে থামার কোনো ব্যাপার নেই, এখানে এগিয়ে যেতে হবে। এখনো মানে অনেক দূর যাওয়া বাকি আছে বলে আমার মনে হয়।
মানুষ হিসেবে কখনো আমার নিজের বাবার মতন খুব বকেছেন, কখনো অভিমান করেছেন, কিন্তু যাই করুক না কেন আমি তো ছোট বয়সে অনেক বিয়ে হয়েছে এসছি, কিন্তু এত সুন্দরভাবে বুঝিয়েছেন, কাছে টেনে নিয়েছেন, রাগ করেছি, অভিমান করেছি, কিন্তু উনি কখনো পিছু পা হননি। উনি সবসময় এগিয়ে এসে না এটা আবার উনি ডেকেছেন, হ্যাঁ এটা করো ওটা করো, এটা এরমভাবে চলতে হয়, এটা এই কাজটা এরমভাবে করতে নেই, সব সময়। বাবার একটা সবথেকে বড় জিনিস, যেটা আমরা খুব নাতিদের সময় দিতে পারিনি, কিন্তু তার মধ্যেও নাতিরা কোনো প্রবলেমে, কোনো পড়াশোনার ক্ষেত্রে বা কোনো খেলাধুলার ক্ষেত্রে ইন্সপায়ার সবসময় করেছেন। আমি অনেক সময় আমার ছেলেদেরকে বলি যে এক্সকারশনে যেও না, কিন্তু বাবা সবসময় এগিয়ে দিয়েছেন, না যাক, ওরা ওখানে গেলে অনেক কিছু শিখবে। আমি ভয় পেয়ে গেছি, কিন্তু বাবা উনি সবসময় এগিয়েছেন, কেন যাবে না, কেন করবে না। তো নাতিদেরকে উনি ভীষণ ভালোবাসেন।
To the authorities of the heritage group of institution, I would request them to have trust on the faculty and staff of the group institutes and nourish them. They will definitely deliver. To the faculty members and the supporting staff, I would request to love the students as their own children, and I think the children will repay them 10 times. To the children, I should give them 3 pieces of advice. One is to have the power of decision making. This is an inherent power, and you try to identify what is right or what is wrong and decide accordingly. The second one is about concentration on their studies. In fact, people say that the difference between an ordinary and an extraordinary person is the difference in the extent of concentration or attention. Therefore, I like to draw attention of my students of the heritage group of institutions, to have concentration on the things to be done, particularly at the moment their studies. And thirdly, to become unselfish as far as possible and love your friends, love your neighbor, and try to do or serve them to the highest possible extent. I wish the heritage group of institution to be an institute of international importance, that people will remember heritage as an institute where new knowledge is created or new application of the existing knowledge is being found out. So people should remember it as creating new knowledge or finding new application of the existing knowledge, and I would feel so much proud of our heritage group of institutions.
see, we decided to start the engineering college in Heritage in 2001, which we started in September 2001, and we are going to complete 17 years. So we were looking, actually Professor Pera had once come for some inspection in Heritage. So I discovered him in that time AICT office, which was in Esplanade East at that time. With some friend I went there, met him and talked about everything. He visited the college. I said, you immediately resign from this position. Many persons have taken like that. So after talking to me, he agreed. And next month he started. Our college building was not ready, not even school building was ready. So I gave an office in my office on 5th floor, Vikram India. He sat there for about a year or so, about 10 months or so. So he started, I said, you start working by the books for how we should start, and it gave me an opportunity to talk to him regularly in my office because he was there. After that, in the semi-built school building, first building where Mrs. Atal's office was there, we gave him an office. The building was not even completely ready. After that, when the engineering building was semi-built, we transferred him to there. We started working what courses. We had also not much idea about how an engineering college should be started and what are the subjects to be taken. But that time gave us a lot of input how an engineering college should be, why it should be, and all that. You see, first of all, his experience, his knowledge, because he was principal, and on top of that, his temperament, very cordial, very sober. I have been to his house also many times during those years. At that time, his wife was alive. She was a wonderful lady. Unfortunately, she passed away quite early, which was very sad. So, that way, we got complete mindset as to how an engineering college should be started, why it should be started, and all that. You see, very much, because he was the first principal of our college. He helped in mobilizing the faculty and all the starting parameters, what streams we should start with, and all those things. And also I discovered that the way we started this school, that time it was very much needed in Calcutta. Because you see, the story goes like this, or the reality goes like this. Initial years, Bidlas installed some schools. In the communist CPM rule, nothing happened in education except the last 2-3 years when Buddha Babu did something. So, nothing happened. No school, no college, nothing. And demand was increasing like anything. There was problem in Assam, those students were wanting to come here. North Bengal, nothing. So we took a firm decision, we have to start the college, and this year itself, it was a big challenge for us, particularly for me, because I am the only person in the trust who had a past experience of running institutes in Haryana, in Agrasen and so on. So they said, will you handle it? Yes, I said, don't worry, everything. Unless you disturb me. That also I don't care. So that way we had continuous meetings either in my office or in Badpur. So that way we took a firm decision, and so we had shortage of money. All kinds of things I have faced in starting. And now people are there, team has been built up. So this is my role everywhere, in whether my industry or anywhere. I first, in the initial period, I help them. Then they take up. To tell him, he knows we are very close. He has written a very good note a few months back about how he comes to my office sometime. That what are your suggestions for the future growth of heritage? And that is very good note he has projected, based on which we started the Media Institute. That is his note actually. And design we are going to start. Certain things we have kept aside, like medical college we are not bringing right now. So he is a very clear-headed person, very sober and very knowledgeable. In Calcutta, it is rare to find such a knowledgeable person on engineering education like him. And I have never seen him in a bad temperament. God bless you with good health, long life and a happy life. God bless you with good health, long life and a happy life.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Professor Peram, for everything that you've done for HIT.
Whatever you need to do, follow your path, follow your passion.
He should start to take life easy and relax, lead a healthy and happy life.
Maharaj Sahib, you are a true master Mashai. Please continue to enjoy that role.
I think we will continue to have his blessings and wishes for the growth of our institution.
প্রকাশিত হলো নতুন সিলেবাসের টার্গেট ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল প্রাইমারি টেট পারুল প্রকাশনী। সর্বাধিক কমনের রেকর্ড পারুল প্রকাশনী ও ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল হেডমাস্টার্স অ্যাসোসিয়েশনের যৌথ উদ্যোগে প্রকাশিত হলো মাধ্যমিক ও উচ্চ মাধ্যমিক টেস্ট পেপার্স 2021।